Okay, game number 1, good game against Miguel. And we're going to be starting with a biream. We've heard of triremes, but have you heard of biremes? For both players, they're both stuck in the outside here. There's no fish on this map. So it's a water map with no fish. They also start with a trade workshop and a lot of outposts surrounding. We've got Miguel starting with the Woo and good game as the Lithuanians. Now, if they scout here, they won't see any fish, and they shouldn't dock this area to start with anyway. It's a meatball and peanut sauce. Okay, that's not what we're talking about, Stroke. Bear claws are a pastry, bro. Not a meatball and peanut sauce. He's like, yeah, but the Dutch made it! The fuck? Anyway. Oh no! My man is humping the outpost. Miguel, stop. That's inappropriate. Miguel, cut it out. Miguel, stop. Please. Why is the front of the ship... Why is there 2 boxes and then there's one... Oh no! Good game came up from behind! Miguel's on the run. He's backing away with his trireme. Bireem, sorry. He's bireem curious. Okay. Cool. So, Woo versus Lithuanians. If this was a regular hybrid map, they'd both be decent, but it's not because there's no fish on the water. So they're going to be focused purely on land. Let's take a look at these boars. Not a ton of food on those. Lots of wildlife around here. Lions and Komodo dragons and whatnot. Got some foxes. We've got some gazelles that good game was already pushing in, and Miguel has not been pushing in. And then we have a bit of berries on this side and some more berries over here. A lot of food on the berries over here. And we have chickens. So Miguel might want to come out to this area. How many relics on this map? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. The bireem is dead. Good game has won the bireem wars of 2025. Let's take a look at the resources. 225,000 wood, 41k gold, 18k stone. So now we have to think, like, which civ is better in the late game? I would heavily favor Lithuanians here. Access to bombard cannons, right? They've got the latest as well. They can go hand cannons to counter the infantry from the Woo. And I'm not sure if Miguel is a Woo girl. I don't know if he is. John Swordsman will carry, maybe. Lithuanians are broken. I think Lithuanians are just solid at everything. Every style of map, Lithuanians are going to be good. Miguel is the biggest Woo girl? Okay. I haven't seen it. It's going to open with a drush. Now, the outposts providing vision means that the drush is basically going to be revealed before it can do any damage. But maybe Miguel's just looking for the forward position here. Also, the barracks gives him 55 food for just building it. Right, so that's a nice little boost. And that incentivizes going into the militia a little bit more. He's not going to be able to go men-at-arms because he's not going to be able to click up anytime soon. And it's just 2 militia coming forward, looking maybe for the wood line, which he doesn't see yet from good game. But good game did go forward for the wood. I don't know why he did. Could have gone back here. But he went forward here, and he actually might be punished by this drush. He's already gotten loom, though, so 2 militia, not that big of an issue, even with the camel scout. And he's on the way to feudal age. Yeah, the water maps with 0 fish are interesting for sure. If it ever gets late game, the water might matter. The weird thing about this one is, like, there's 4 distinct areas, or I guess 3 distinct areas on the water, because that's not landlocked. Water down here, water up here and over here, and then water over here. Which good game could set up a fish boom in. I don't think he's going to. Migration with no fish? Migration with no fish. I don't know. Still don't want to lose water. I mean, you can make that map and put it in a tournament. See how she goes. Migrate my balls? That's very nice. Very kind of you to say something like that. So, Miguel, going up to the feudal age now. He is going to lose the militia, but Good Game losing a lot of HP on his Camel Scout, and he goes for the stable now. And Miguel still has his Camel Scout alive, so if Good Game's going for a stable, and his Camel Scout is lower HP than Miguel's, the Scouts are going to struggle against the Camel from Miguel. Pacific Islands with no fish? I don't know. I don't know how regularly fishy maps would look like with no fish. Good Game, trying to snipe a villager. 14 HP. Not able to get it, even with the hill. This camel, 11 HP. He really doesn't like this camel, does he? Miguel's going to come over, and Good Game was just within range of the TC, so he didn't even need to bring his camel over. That's a really cool looking building. A lot of jars and pots. And a little thing here. Forward range from Good Game. So he notices the walls forward. He goes for the range. He'll probably go for a tower here as well. To help break through. And there's also a blacksmith. So it's going to be Scout Archer with potentially a tower. Really, really solid stuff here from Good Game. Very, very aggressive. However, losing the camel is going to hurt him so bad, man. I don't know why he was so careless with that camel. It's a super valuable unit. Miguel's now going to come over here. He's going to spot this. Does he re-wall behind this? Probably not. Does he add in a building of his own? Not yet. Here comes the archer range. He went for the horse collar upgrade and he went for farms before the archer range. Villagers working away here from Good Game. He's trying to pull in the spearmen towards the wall. Archer's working away, and this camel, like I said, this camel is just so valuable for Miguel. Losing it to the TC is inexcusable for Good Game. And now a scout goes down. His 3 houses for Miguel. Very calm. He'll pull these villagers away. Good Game. Can't get through for a while. He might have to go for a tower here, at which point Miguel can decide to just re-wall behind or maybe even go for a counter tower of his own. He should have the better eco setup because he got horse collar and he has a lot of farms. Good Game just now adding the farms, but Miguel does have a lack of military to defend, so it is concerning in some ways. And Good Game's still coming in, still using the villagers. More res collected overall as well, which is surprising. Stone walls behind for Miguel. He took out an archer. Miguel gets a tap on this stone wall. How much HP is left on that? 8479 now. Good Game losing archers, though. Miguel losing skirmishers. And Good Game kills a villager from Miguel. Oh, my goodness. This is a crazy level of aggression here from Good Game. I guess he does technically have the higher rating at the moment, so is around the same level, but we would think of Miguel as the favorite coming into this, right? Miguel has so much tournament experience. Former top 10 player. Two vills dead. Oh, he killed the second one too. Wow. Miguel's struggling hard, dude. What a push from Good Game. You never would have thought he'd do this level of damage. The people's champ. Yep, Miguel is the people's champ. Armor coming in for the skirms. Still trying to defend. Still coming up here to repair. Really nice job with the archers from Good Game. Forging is now coming in for the scouts. He's trying to clear up the villagers. He gets another one. It's 4 villager kills. One tower could have probably shut this whole thing down. Maybe some better micro with the villas and the skirms could have shut this whole thing down. But Good Game still holding on to this position. How much damage have these villagers done? Can I click these? 1,500 damage. They're like a feudal age ram. He kills another villager. Oh my goodness. 31 vills for Miguel. 33 vills for Good Game. He's had a lot of vital TC time, so he's paid attention to this a lot. But he's going to kill another villager. 6 villagers killed trying to repair these houses. Wow. And Miguel still hasn't gone for a tower or anything. Miguel's just going to abandon this position. Good Game's going to be in. And Miguel will have to add a second range. Frustrating start here for Miguel. Kind of sloppy in some ways. Spearman goes down. Skirm's still not hitting their shots. And GG called by Miguel. Wow, dude. What a convincing first game from Good Game. It didn't look like that was the most threatening push. It looked like this should be very easy to stop. It's in a choke point. You have skirms. I think, like, at the end of the day, it probably comes down to Miguel not going for the archer range first and instead adding horse collar and adding the farms. Because he was really late to this. If he had gone for that first and the blacksmith instead of horse collar, he might have been fine. Or a tower. Yeah, the tower kind of shuts it down. It does push him to another area, though. But still, you got stone at the back. It's weird. It's weird. Good job from Good Game, though. Some excellent micro there with the archers. Focus down the villagers. Miguel lost track of that game. And Good Game looking good. Looking good. We go into the next one. It's going to be 2 very good civs for HyperRandom. Miguel might choose to read this, though, because Good Game has randomed into Mongols, which can be so strong on HyperRandom. Miguel has randomed into Malay. So if it's a water map, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he sticks with it. Why is Miguel so much girthier than Good Game? What? You what, bro? Like on the scoreboard? Oh, because he's got a shorter name. And he's just generally girthy. Oh, baby. Defend the wonder. Please do not read this. Pole March is here as the starting unit. They need to defend this wonder. If you take it down, they lose. It's a double market start as well. What a weird start, and plenty of food on the hunt. Miguel, please play this out, dude. It's protected by some guard towers around here. I don't know if he will. Not so much on the gold mine, only 4K. Quite a bit on these berries, though. And it looks like there's 2 relics? 3 relics. How many relics? 3. 3 relics on the map. Interesting little middle area here. There's one little corridor between these trees that goes to a dead end. It's like the Dark and Darker devs, dude. Follow this winding path all the way to this dead end with a drop at the end. And then there's plenty of resources available in this one, too. I don't know, like, in a Defend the Wonder situation, if you're Miguel, you actually might not mind melee. Just because you could get some serious, like, seriously good uptimes. Pole March just pushing in the Ostrich. No one has used the market yet, which is surprising. A lot of times when people start with a market, they'll sell the stone, they'll buy some food or something. Fast Imp Bombard and kill the Wonder. Bombard might be a little bit exposed. Maybe like a castle and Trebs could be good. We're approaching 4 minutes. Let's see if Miguel wants to re. It doesn't look like it. I mean, Good Game could also re himself. We are past 4 minutes. There are no re's available for these players, so we are going to legitimately see a Defend the Wonder map. Let's see if that actually matters. Let's see if the Defend the Wonder aspect of this game is going to be the defining factor or whether someone's going to resign early. You can add extra TCs. You know, this might be an interesting idea for the tournament. Like, we've had Sun Disaster, right? Miguel deletes one of his markets. We have had Sun Disaster, where you have to kind of defend the TC as your Wonder, essentially. But what about a Defend the Wonder tournament? Can you add extra Wonders? I'm sure you can, but I don't think they'd count as a victory condition. Do they know it's Defend the Wonder? Well, they have a Wonder with flags on it, and it literally says Defend the Wonder. So I'm assuming that they know. How many petards to kill a Wonder? That's an excellent question. I would probably say it's 5 to kill a TC at 2400 HP. So I would say maybe 8. Defend its honor. Which Wonder looks better? This Wonder or this one? They're the same Wonder. Okay. At the same angle, too. Miguel's still trying to push this stuff in. He's going up to Feudal Age. I think he'll go up to Feudal, and he'll just get his eco upgrades. And then start setting up farms and everything. Really good resources here for Good Game as well. He's still pushing in some Zebra from the outside. How much does this have on it? 114. It's okay. Still taking Boar Meat as well. Oh, wow. Good Game's going to have a really good eco with Mongols. You can see the res collected already ahead for him. But Miguel will be slightly ahead on villagers when Good Game does get to Feudal Age because he went up to Feudal Age so much faster. And he's going to have his farm eco ups first. And his wood upgrade first. So Miguel should catch up a little bit on res collected once all this hunt is gone. What is your opinion on socks? I'm kind of a non-sock guy. I mean, I never wear bare feet. I'm never barefoot in shoes because it stinks up your fucking shoes. But like, if it's sandal weather, I'm wearing my flip-flops everywhere, honestly. If I can. Not a big shoe person. If I'm inside my own place, I'm usually barefoot. Even in the wintertime. Never sleep. Only serial killers sleep with socks on. Feudal Age on the way. So Miguel will have the villager lead once Good Game gets there, but Good Game has more than enough food. He's already got 800 food with 1 minute and 42 seconds left until Feudal Age. This is a brutal situation, right? Because you completely misjudged this. Good Game's looking at his res bank and he's like, oh, I've got a lot of that. Okay, what do I do now? I sleep with socks on sometimes, but only if it's really cold. I find my feet get colder with socks on than they do without. Unless they're like really, really fluffy socks. Like the big wool socks. For whatever reason, my feet just feel colder with socks on. That sounds like low iron. All right, at WebMD. Okay, buddy. Angriest Pancake, thank you for the 21. I don't know if they were actually colder, they just feel colder.
Get your socks off, honey.
It's unhealthy to sleep with socks. Can cause nail fungus. See? I'm a huge anti-nail fungus guy. Eco upgrades coming in, and even after the eco upgrades here for Good Game, he still has an excess of 200 food in the bank. He goes for third market from Good Game. Oh my god, bro. Third market. Is 2 not enough? He's gonna feel like such an idiot. He doesn't realize it was just muscle memory, bro. It was just muscle memory. And Miguel's on the way to Castle H first. He only went for a blacksmith. Does Good Game not? Like, this is his screen right now. My man is setting up for the trade. Boom. The game is now paused. Miguel says, hey, please, can I have 3 minutes? Okay, so we got 3 minutes to talk about nail fungus. Ian, thank you for the gifted sub to nail fungus. Miguel deleted a market, yeah. That's so funny, bro. What does pole march do? Marches with its pole. It's just a unit. What's your favorite sock color? Black. I do like wearing pink socks with a blue suit, though. He seriously built a market? Yeah, he did. Yeah. Like a pale pink sock? Not like a neon pink. Why 2 extra? Because he started with 2. He started with 2 markets, and then he built another one. Because he needed the feudal age building, and he forgot that he started with 2 markets. So now he's got 3 minutes on this screen to examine the fact that he has 3 markets. Going for some scouts, so he's going to try and contest the relics, potentially. Or just get some good info on the map. I mean, he's got food in the bank. Miguel has started to catch up on res collected. He does have a 2 villager lead, and he did have the eco upgrades earlier, and the Mongols can't take advantage of the hunt bonus anymore because there's really not that much hunt left on the map. There's like a horse over here. There's the occasional fox. Some horses in the center, I suppose. Some ostrich, but nothing he's really going to take. So Miguel should be ahead. There's also an extra boar. Could have pulled that in with the pole march if he saw it. Which he doesn't. But Miguel's going to pull ahead in res collected soon. Is there anything I should know about these settings before my game? Standard settings, MBL. If you have a building like this surrounded by flags, it's Defend the Wonder, and it'll literally say, if it's a win condition, it'll say on it, Defend the Wonder. If you get a king, and you're wondering whether it's like one you need to keep alive, it will literally have the name on it. I forget what the name is specifically, but it'll say something like, keep this unit alive. So just remember, standard victory. So you got to scout the relics and whatnot. And then if it's some sort of weird victory condition, it will tell you in the game. It'll say it on the name of the unit. The king will be called Regicide Mode. Okay, so the king's name will be Regicide Mode. Any special buildings too? Sometimes you start with a Feitoria. Trade Workshop doesn't do anything. There's like a bunch of cosmetic buildings. But other than that, nothing too special. Sometimes on the water maps, there's docks in the corner that are neutral docks you can trade with. That's about it. Pole march going down. Castle Age is in now for good game. Miguel goes for double TC. Good game is in. Still no loom for Miguel. So this light cav is actually quite annoying. I think loom is necessary. Yep, loom's coming in. Perfect. These freaking markets, dude. He still hasn't deleted two of them. I cannot believe he went for a third market. That is wild. Maybe he knew. Light cav is dead. Nice job for Miguel. Walled it in at the back here. The light cav was stuck, and he doesn't even lose a villager. Beautiful job. Yeah, one re before 4 minutes, no matter what reason, yeah. And no 401 re. And then afterwards, don't come into the Discord and say Tyrannosaurus wrecked. All right, MBL? I know how you operate. I paused 359. Sure, dude. God, that was such an iconic moment. Most people won't even know about that one. Viper's trying to, like, calm down the situation. Because Norway read at 4:01 when the read was supposed to be limited to 4 minutes. And it was given. And everyone was pissed. And Viper's, like, trying to be the voice of reason. And then MBL comes in the forum post and says Tyrannosaurus wrecked. I'm pretty sure Argentina still hates you, dude. Argentina's gonna go to war with MBL soon. And then the whole thing with Capwatch later, too. They fucking hate you, bro. Forward Siege Workshop here from Good Game. You have to defend the Wonder. So Miguel, you know, not really having much information on this. We need some vision. Does he have Town Watch? Of course he doesn't. He's getting greedy with the boom. What was the Capwatch thing? Oh, just how his fans were constantly coming into your chat talking shit. There was beef there, right? At one point. The Capwatch is my father thing. You sure he's not? No, you still have your hair. You're good. He ain't your dad. All right. Mangonel coming out from Good Game to pressure this area. The wall is only 300 HP. Like, it looks way better than it is. It is only 300 HP on this wall. So it's basically a glorified palisade. It's like a human palisade wall. That Mangonel will break through there very quickly. Light Cav is out for Miguel. One relic for Good Game. Remember, it is standard victory, so you got to keep an eye on all the relics. And does Good Game have vision on the relics? There's one. There's two. OMG. Good Game is going to start the relic timer. And Miguel has not been concerned with that at all. We thought it might be a defend the wonder victory. But it might be a relic timer victory, and this is going to come in really quickly. Miguel will still have 200 years to get something done, but the pole march is working away over here now. Miguel is trying to defend with light cap. 60 villagers here for Good Game, 69 villagers for Miguel. The relic is on the way back to the monastery. Nice shot, Good Game. Great job, buddy. That was a better one. Another good shot on his own units. All Miguel needs is one unit left alive here. One unit, and he can take care of these mangonels. He does end up losing that one unit, but the mangonels will also die. And the relic timer is coming in. Pole march. Looks like he killed a couple villagers. Donna, Donna, Donna. But Miguel basically clears up this forward area. And now, 200 years. Castle is coming up from Good Game. I still think you have to play kind of normal. Here, you can't just full commit onto defending the relic because it's in a very exposed position. And you're up against a civ that's probably going to get to Imperial Age fast. Miguel is now sending the villagers across. He also has map control with the light cab now. You just have to play normal if you're Good Game and realize that this timer is in Miguel's head. And it's going to force him to make some potentially stupid decisions. Good Game is about to beat Miguel 4 different ways this game. Maybe. Dude, I always spawn with a hero almost. That's crazy. Yeah. Hero starts are interesting because you can't lose them. If you lose them, you're just dead. Wow. Miguel is sending 23 villagers forward. Is he just going to castle right here? I don't think 2 Mangadai are going to be able to deny this castle. Good Game can see this. He doesn't even have fletching. There's 2 light cav here as well. The camel is coming back. And Miguel wants that castle within range of this monastery. And like I said, it's forcing him into some questionable decisions, right? If Miguel would play this standard, I think it'd be fine. But still, that castle is going to be very annoying for Good Game. And Good Game is now sending an equivalent amount of villagers to try and get this one up. Miguel is about to click up to Imperial Age. I don't think the Relic victory is going to come through. Because Miguel will be up first and he can just go for trips. And this castle is very annoying for Good Game as well, right? Imperial Age coming in for Miguel. Okay, where does Miggy go now? Goes out to the wood line here. Imp might be coming in shortly for Good Game as well, but he has to abandon this whole side of his base. Why Relics kill the Wonder? Because the Wonder is further away. You get rid of the victory condition that you actually have to worry about immediately, and then you go after the Wonder. Oh, the Rams cleared this up. That's very nice. Now, if you're Good Game, once you get to Imp, there's an argument for making your first 3 trebs or whatever and just rolling them over this way. You know there's a path. You know there's a path right through here. You've scouted this. Roll them on over this way and just kill the Wonder. But I think you'll have bigger problems on this side. And the second castle for Miguel is very nice. That will protect the trebs beautifully. Imp is in. Treb's coming out from both. Monastery is being targeted by the castle. The Trebs can take that out, and then they can work away on this castle. You stop that timer. Good Game. I thought he was going for a forward castle on the Wonder. That would be hype. He's going to the gold. This is such a cool map, honestly. I love the maps with the limited amount of relics. Like, when you spawn 11, it's hard to get a Relic victory. But with 3, it really, really benefits the player who's actually trying to go for map control early and thinking about win conditions. Wow, Miguel, can we just put these away, please? Can we just... Dude, can we just put these away, please? Oh my, he's gonna look back here. There's not gonna be a single villager. Oh my, 16, 17 villager... 19 villager kills on this one castle, Miguel? Are we serious? Really? Imperial Age is almost in from good game. That castle's gonna be dead. And Miguel now goes after this TC, goes after this castle as well. He looks back and he has nothing to build forward buildings with except one vill because he lost them all. Onager now coming in from good game. The relics will be ejected. This is going to be about 100 years left on the countdown when they are. And Rams coming out from good game. Ram Onager? Is he going to cut through the center here and go for a ram push? What the fuck? Ram Onager? He's grabbing the relics again. Conscription's coming in. That's not going to complete. All right, Miggy. 5 trebs. There is nothing to stop it that you can see. However, good game does have the tools to stop this. Miguel can see that the siege workshop is garrisoned. He'll move the trebs forward. He's looking for the wonder. I think he's just going to take it slow. The castles are still protecting. He can go for karambits as well. He can go for karambits potentially against the onagers. He's still got the knights here, but the TC's going to take care of those. And the Mangudai are at the back here, so Miguel needs to go for a defensive castle. Mangudai doing good work back here. Good game has managed to kill quite a few villagers from Miguel, but he doesn't have ballistics on the Mangudai. All right. Miggy? He can see the onagers. He can see him. He's unpacking. He's got karambits now. He can also see the triple market, which is shameful. I don't know if either player notices that. But he can see the triple market there from his opponent. Onager will be saved against the karambits. The keep's working away on those, and there's the wonder. There's the wonder. Miguel could also maybe grab these relics too. Will that matter? I don't know. Mangudai going down to the castle. I know what that feels like. Rip. University forward as well from good game. Come on, Miggy. Make a run, dude. Make a run. The wonder's right there. And good game is leaving it kind of wide open. GG call. Come on. Make him win the game, dude. Oh, man. Good map, though. I really like that map. I really like that map. We finally got to see it defend the wonder map. Serious lack of trying to actually take out the wonder, though. Okay, 1-1. Miguel comes back a little bit, and he didn't re against the Mongols, which a lot of people do. Good game had a good start, but Miguel managed to recover with melee, which is cool. Freaking third market, dude. Good game could have done many things differently. All right, so we go into game number 3, and they both have the Rees left over. Good game has Burgundians, and Miguel has Sicilians. Okay. Do we re here if you're Miguel? Sicilians against Burgundians also doesn't feel great. But maybe it's a castle drop map. Who knows? Taking the relics can't be a mistake. You forced Miguel into a rough position. You just weren't ready for the forward castle, right? Sicilians against Burgundians on a connected islands map. They start with a hut, so they actually didn't need 2 houses to begin with. And they also start with Joan the Maid. So the Joan from Good Game is going forward here. Going to try and scout the map. Is there a lot of excess? Oh, there's two Joan. They start with two Joans. Joan the maids. Is there a lot of excess food here? It doesn't look like it. Chickens have 37. The cows have 156. We got some towers that you could find on the outside. There's still no fish. There's still no fish here. Some boars over on that side. Some camels over here. There is just not a lot present. Looks like the boars are only on this island, but they're so far away. Oh, no, there's a boar right here. Cool. Okay. You can pull those in with Joan, because she heals over time. I think she could probably solo a boar. No fish is hilarious. Like, not even a shore fish, bro. Miguel finding that. Joan, I think if Joans fight, I think they actually can't kill each other. I think you need a 2-on-1. Because they heal so much. And they've got 1 melee armor, so they're doing 3 damage per hit. And they take 2 seconds to reload. 0.75 attack delay. I think he actually can't kill anything. These towers, by the way, can just be found. They're a lighthouse. They have good vision. As you can see from the Gaia POV. They have really good vision. But then you can take them over. Again. Like, they just keep switching sides again and again and again. Not a lot of food. This should benefit the Burgundians a little bit more. They can get their eco upgrades in Dark Age. I think this is a situation where you actually want to go for Horse Collar early and start your farms coming up. MG Light, thank you for the gifted sub to Gopher. That's a good gifter. Thank you. Are either civ decent on sea? I think Burgundians aren't bad, right? They get the boosted cannon galleons. No shipwright. But they get bracer, full fires, galleon. No dry dock, no shipwright. Their cannon galleons do have the extra attack, though, which is nice. Sicilians do get shipwright, and they get everything but elite cannon galleons. So Sicilians should theoretically be better. This is such a weird map, isn't it? The amount of water, the lack of food on the land area, and then no fish in the water is crazy. Miguel getting loom, but that's because he was about to be host. He's working away on the walls, and it's open here. It's open here, and Miguel is in there with the Jones, and he's managed to block 2 villagers from Good Game. Oh, not a good start from Good Game at all, dude. Not a good start from him at all. Let's take a look at the amount of resources on this map. Still only 116k wood. Miguel has a hill bonus. Good Game needs to realize that, and he's pulling this Joan away. Frock on frock action here. Still no loom for Good Game. Loom is coming in now, which is smart. And they're just fighting with the Jones. What a start there for Miguel, though. What a start. Is Good Game trying to click up? I think he's trying to go up to feudal. I don't know what he's going to make in feudal, though. Yeah, he goes up. A little bit idle TC time there from him. 26 seconds plus the 2 villagers he's lost. So he's got a 3 villager deficit. I don't know what he's making in feudal. Because his eco is not set up for anything. Is he gonna dock? And make fish traps? I think he is. I think he's trying to fish trap, and that's why he wants to go up to feudal. But, I mean, the wood supply needed is going to be very, very heavy. Feudal gill nets? Well, it's not just for gill nets. It's so you can actually make the fish traps. Because you can't make them in Dark Age. Bro. He's going for the big fish boom, guys. Miguel has already made a donjon, so I would love to see a wall off here from Good Game, for sure. It's begun. It's begun. Here comes the wood upgrade. Here comes the fish traps. There's no way you can 2x fish boom. He believes that he can, man. There is no way. There is no way. When Miguel is harassing you with these, I don't know. At least the Jones aren't seeing the docks, right? Another fish trap coming out from Good Game. It's helping them build a little bit with the villager. Eco upgrades coming from Miguel. There's the stable from Miguel, and he's adding scouts. And Good Game's going to be in some big trouble here, because he is still playing wide open, trying to get his fish boom set up. If it works, though. If it works, it's going to be extraordinary. These Jones are so annoying. They've already taken 223 damage. He's got a lot of wood. He's got a lot of wood, but scouts are a big deal. Spearmen here as well. I think Miguel's worried that Good Game was going for scouts himself, because he's only really had vision on this wood line. These Jones are so annoying. Danny, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. Good Game against Miguel, game 3, and Good Game, with no fish on the water, has decided he wants to go for a double dock fish boom. So welcome in. He's already lost 2 villagers against the Joan the Maids from Miguel, and Miguel is coming in from scouts. And I think Good Game is about to call Good Game here. This is very greedy. Very greedy. If he can keep the villagers alive, though, he's going to have himself a fish boom. Can he wall in? Nope. Fighting with the villagers against the scouts. Joan the Maid's coming over. He's playing wide open. Wide open against this. Fishing ships are working away. Miguel must be wondering, what the fuck is this guy doing? I have no idea. 4 villagers lost now from Good Game. Make it 5 soon. He does have 8 fishing ships, though. And there's the archer range from him. So Miguel is still adding scouts. Good farming eco from him. He does not have any fish behind. And the scouts are in. The scouts are in over here too. We need spearmen, probably. Good Game is stuck again. Shout out to new villager pathing for not letting them phase through military units. Like, military units can actually effectively block them now. It's a really good addition, and it's already paid off in this game. Like, if this was the old patch, Miguel probably would have only killed like 2 villagers, because the other ones would have just gone right through the army. Could he not have just walled the center? Oh, for sure he could have walled the center. I don't know, I don't know why he didn't. But hey. At this point, he really doesn't want Miguel to discover his fish boom as well. Miguel might suspect that there's something going on. I don't think he expects 8 fish traps already, though. Quick walls coming out from good game. Can he wall in these guys? The villagers are still weak. He does not. And he's going to lose more vills. There goes another one. There goes another one, probably. Yep. So ridiculous, dude. And the res collected is still close. Why? Because of the fish. Does he have gill nets yet? He doesn't. He could get it in Feudal Age. And because of the second wood upgrade, which has been in this whole time. However, Miguel's about to click up. Just needs the blacksmith. And bop. 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 There we go. Did he kill the Joan the Maids from Miguel? They're still alive. Oh my goodness. He's just taken 438 damage. Disgusting. These things are too powerful. I think if you make sergeants right now at Miguel, he's probably going to go into Cav, but he does have a dungeon. If you make a few sergeants right now, they'll automatically upgrade in Castle Age. You can get the infantry armor. I think it might benefit your Joan the Maid. Actually, no, it won't. It won't benefit it at all. It might. I don't know. Did Miguel see this? No. Wow. He didn't see it. The fish boom, dude. He's still alive because of the fish boom right now. But he's almost dead at the same time because of the fish boom. Bloodlines is in, Forging is in for the scouts. And they take less bonus damage as Sicilians from the spearmen, so doing slightly better against those. He should know due to 0 farms. He should know that something is going on, yes. I think if you were to catch him in a Twitch chat looking at this TC, he would be like, oh yeah, it's very clear he's going fish boom. When you're gaming and you're just trying to kill vills and stuff, whether that triggers or not in your mind, I don't know. Finally some walls. Finally some walls. I think it's still open on some of these parts though. And obviously the gold is still an issue. However, there are 3 spearmen there. And the fish boom is still cooking here for good game. And he's on the way to the Castle Age. Knights are coming out from Miguel, though. That's going to be a problem, for sure. Stable coming in from good game. When does Miguel try and shut down the fish eco? That's the question. He also doesn't know where it is, right? So if he sees it, he can try and shut it down. But if it's landlocked here, and he goes for water pressure over here, and the dock is like here, or is the dock blocked or something like that, he can't get to it. I don't think archers alone are going to be okay against that. He needs to send some spearmen, and he's doing it right now. But the scouts will come back towards the gold. And the armor is in on the scouts now. That spearman's going to do good work against those. The Joan the Maids are getting killed now by the Knights, and more walls coming up from good game, and he has 16 fishing ships. He has more res collected because of the fishing ships. However, Miguel is straight up booming, and Miguel is beginning to grab the relics. It looks like there's 4 relics on this map. He goes for another TC over on that side. Archers and spearmen trying to deal with the Knights, and less bonus damage against Sicilians is actually huge here. Cavalier coming in. Castle Age Cavalier from our Burgundians player. Oh, if this works. If this works, this is the most audacious fish boom of all time from good game. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. He got in. And these scouts have some upgrades, and he's going to lose his wood line. He walls this off. He's going to attack these scouts. Probably loses another villager. He loses another one under the TC. He's got 4 stables? This is one of the games of all time, bro. And he's still adding fish. He's still adding fish. Audacious doesn't even begin to describe this approach from Good Game. Low Elo Legends clown game? I want it, dude. I want to see any player add fish like this under duress. Good Game is doing a fantastic job, all things considered, but Miguel has found it. And now Miguel can take out some of the fish traps. That is brutal. That's really not good. What are those white dots in the water? Towers. You can find them. Your enemy can take them back, though. 30 villagers, 18 fishing ships. He does clear up the knights, and Miguel finally has an explanation, although he probably did already know. He has an explanation for where the food's coming from. Yeah, adding that fish under pressure like this is insane. That's really, really solid from him. But I think he would have been way better off if he had just made a wall. If he had just made a wall across that choke point, he would have been in a much better position, for sure. Miguel's eco will start flying now. Yeah, Miguel will have a much better eco now. For sure. Does Good Game have gill nets? He doesn't. Good conversions here from Miguel. Good Game running out of gold here. He's got a gold over here, and that's got plenty on it. He's got his fish trap eco sorted again. Fish Boom as Burgundians is kind of weird. I think it makes more sense with Burgundians than most civs, right? You can get gill nets in age early, and it's cheaper. GG called. He tried. If he had gotten the wall up, though, and if he had actually walled his woodline, and if the Joan the Maids hadn't killed 2 villagers early, it might have gotten away with it. I mean, we're in castle with no gill nets, so yeah, but that's super, like, hindsighty, right? That probably wasn't part of the plan. It's because he was getting raided everywhere. Not saying it was a good strat. Just saying he did it pretty well for what it was. Eco KD 20-0. Yep. I mean, if he had just walled his woodlines a little bit and kept his villagers safe from the initial Jones and the scouts, he might have been fine. But Miguel takes that one. 2 wins in a row for Miguel. And he will advance to the next round. Good series. Really fun series there. Especially that last game. Absolutely ridiculous. Shout out to Good Game for actually trying to do that.